Shalom, Akim. First and foremost, we give all praise to
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and the elders. Salutations and blessings to you, Akim, that sincerely pushing the truth, the four corners of the world, man. Today we're going to go a little quick, another sit down, talking about the destruction of this place called America, man, which is known as Babylon in the scriptures, man. Because, the end days are coming, man, and then it's time to prophesy, man,
You can see it by all the signs that are, that they're showing in the news, the weather, the wars, people coming against the government, so you can see we're at the end of the days,
Right. Yep, somebody start with Matthew 24, and somebody get 2nd Esdras, chapter 9. Start at the top of Matthew 24.
It's Matthew 24:1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
Yep, which we was talking about back then, So, that goddamn well and water through goddamn Khazars be bumping their head on, man. That wasn't a part of our temple, man. Yahushua said not one stone shall be left upon there, man. Go ahead.
And as he sat up upon the Mount of the Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
Exactly. So the apostles, the disciples at the time is asking Yahushua, hey, when all this is gonna happen, man? Because they was desiring the day of the Lord. They thought the kingdom was gonna be right then and there. They thought when Yahushua came that they was gonna usher in the kingdom right away. Go ahead.
And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's actually a dude over in South America right now who's deceiving a lot of Northern Kingdom folks, man, saying that he's the real. He himself says that he's Jesus, man. Which is the same image. You know what I'm saying? Not the same image, but the same concept, man. Which is a sign of the coming, man. Verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been hearing rumors of wars, man. Shit. The whole ordeal that's going on in Syria right now has been spoken about years past, man. It's not like just out of nowhere, like Russia wanted to go into Syria. Or ISIS was fucking up Syria, man. Via the United States. That shit's been happening, man. It's been it's been prophesied beforehand, man. Starting with the apostles and their elders and on down, man. This is verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yep, and is that not happening now? Kingdom is rising up against kingdom. Pestilence in diverse places, earthquakes. The rate of earthquakes that's happening, man, what's the word I'm looking for? The frequency. The frequency of them, throughout, brother. It has never happened in the history of the world. Whether it be a fucking, what they got the little scale that they got at 0.1 or goddamn point whatever,
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, that's the Richter scale.
The Richter scale, yep.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, this is a channel called Black Child, and he actually, there's some videos that he puts up all the earthquakes that happen in just 1 month, man. And he has a good 15 minute amount of material that goes just into that month, man.
Yeah. Hey, man. Because Esau owns the media, man. Hey, the fucking people of this country, man, these Americans, man, is the dumbest fucking people on this planet, man.
That's right.
You know, because the shit that's happening around the world is not being broadcast here. You know? Hey, them heathens around the world, hey, the Lord, hey, he's visiting, man. You know, as we gonna get in 2nd Esdras, the 9th chapter. You know? The Lord said when he began to visit the place he made, man. There's more in it.
I'm going to read it. Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
I got a quick precept.
Uh,
It's 2nd Esdras 15 and 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They should not regard their king or princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power."
That's talking about in the future, man. You know, once chaos hits the streets, man, when the police no longer has control to come into your crib and like fuck shit up, man, because everybody out here in the street is running wild, killing police, killing each other. It's gonna be hectic out here, man.
Right, because it said it, and there should be rumors of wars, man.
Yeah.
You know? No.
Yeah, and be invading one another, man. People are gonna go inside each other's houses and steal their stuff, man, because they haven't eaten in like 2-3 days, man.
Yep.
I got a scripture. There's Amos 5 and 18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord." It says, "To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light." So right there, that does prophecy right there, man, saying that the day of the Lord ain't gonna be, you know, what brothers always say, you know, passing lollipops and hugs and shit, you know. The Lord's gonna come and destroy the wicked, you know, and cleanse, you know, cleanse the earth.
I like to back him up though. It's Matthew 10:34. It say, "Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword." You know what I'm saying? What you do with swords, you don't play with them. You do them to kill. You use them to kill, combat.
For war, man.
For war.
Yeah, and that's why it's ridiculous to say that for them churchgoers to say that they're already saved, man. Because that's not. What do you save from, man? Esau still has control, you know, like a little bit of control. He still got, you know. People aren't going crazy. Shit, you better hope to be saved in them times, man. Shit, from all them killings that are gonna happen, man. The spirit that the Lord's gonna put on people, man. You better. That's why it's a thing of hope, man. Hope you get saved from that and into the kingdom, man. And nobody's saved right now, man. Nobody.
I got a piece of this. Matthew chapter 5 verse 17. It say, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy the law, but to fulfill. You know what I'm saying? We telling you what's in the law right now. These things He coming to fulfill. The plagues. You know what I'm saying? The deaths. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. The destruction, man.
Time.
You know, the downfall of a so-called white man. You know, Esau, according to the scriptures, the Edomites, man, and the salvation and the rising up of Yasharallah. You know. Come back to that.
This is Matthew 24:8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
For my name's sake. Hey, man, who's being hated for the name of Jesus, man? Don't the whole world accept that? You know?
Shit, Jesus preaches love, man. So what the fuck will you get hated for that, man?
The only people that's been hated for his name's sake, his true name, the Lashawan Kodash, which is Yahweh Shai, and his father name is Yahweh. You know, the only men that's been persecuted, man, who's been hated for his name's sake, is the men who's teaching this truth 100%. You know, and that's mainly the men of a great millstone. You know, the men that follow the teachings of the apostles. You know.
Come on.
That's it on that. When you brothers got the 2nd Esdras.
I got it.
Yeah, start at the top.
Can I read up to 13?
Oh, go ahead, bro.
This is verse 9. Verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Going back to what the brother read in Esdras, man. You know, shit, you're gonna be invading one another, man. People are sedition among men. They're gonna be looking at each other sideways, like, shit. If I beat your ass and I take all your food right now, there's not gonna be no 5-0 that comes to rescue you, man. You know, this is what people really feel, man. It's just they don't act on it, man, because they've been pussified, man. You know. Verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people are gonna go cold out here, man. Shit. And that's how Jake talks, man. That's how you know this is written for us, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Verse 13.
What they call it, cold hearted.
Yeah.
You know. Hey, Rick James made a song. You are cold. What, Cold Blooded? I think that's the song. The name of the song.
Hey.
No, I think it's Cold Blooded. Cold Blooded.
Shit. Cold world too, man.
Yeah.
You know, it just proves like we're the only people that talk like this and vibe in this vibration, man. And if you hear an Edomite or any of the other nations bring out like this type of lingo and shit, they wouldn't vibe well with them, man. It would just look awkward, man. Verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. You know, so shit. That proves the earlier point, man. None of us is saved, man. We would hope and pray through the grace of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua for this coming destruction, so you get taken along with it, man.
Scripture says we're prisoners of hope.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna start with the last verse in 8.
Not really.
This is 2nd Esdras 8 and 63. Behold, O Yahweh, now hast thou showed me the multitude of the wonders which thou wilt begin to do in the last times. But at what time thou hast not showed me? So right there, basically, Ezra is asking, you know, like how would I know, like, when is the last days? When is the end of time? How do I know that's it? You know, and then this is chapter 9. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligent in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically was saying to to look out, keep an eye out, on see on the signs that are going to come, and then the next verses it explains what signs are coming and what signs you should look out for. This is verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou will understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Yeah. Manifest, man. The end has been made known, you know.
Mm-hmm. The end of Esau's kingdom, man. Was that Isaiah 6? I mean, 2nd Ezra 6. The Esau's the end of the world.
6 and 9.
Yeah, and Jacob was the beginning of the followers, man.
I'll read it real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
Start up.
Verse 8.
With verse 7 say.
Then answered I and said, what shall be the part?
Yep, start us up.
2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 7. Then said I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the time?
Right, parting asunder meaning the ending. What shall be the ending of these times, man? You know, our people always inquired when was the end coming, man. That should be our mindset, man. When is the end of this fucking wicked shit, man? You know? When is when is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is gonna take us out of this shit, man? You know? I'm tired of being up under this goddamn devil, man. This place is fucking wicked, man. It's nothing but confusion, man. If you love to be in this place, man, ain't something that's fucking wrong with you, man. You're not in the truth if you love being here, man.
I have vision, man. We'll keep going right here. It says, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth?
The end of the first, which is Esau's rulership, and the beginning of it that followeth, which is the kingdom of heaven, man. Go ahead.
Verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
Mm-hmm.
For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the end of the world. And that's a sign right there, you know. Because Matthew 24 and 2 Esdras 9 just told you, if you see the uproars of the people and earthquakes and pestilence going on, which we clearly see, then we know that's the end. So if we know that's the end by those signs, this scripture just said Esau is the end of the world. So whoever's ruling today, this guy is Esau. Who is the guy that's ruling, man? It's this so-called fucking white man, man. Mm-hmm. So that by that right there alone, you know that this is fucking Esau, man. And this guy's the goddamn devil. You know?
There's a scripture that says, if Satan be against Satan, how should his house stand, man?
Exactly.
Okay, and that's basically what's going on right now today. What the brother's saying is evident what's going on, man. These uproars, man, because these Edomites are in conflict with other Edomites, man. So they no longer have that American pride, like land of the free, that unified them, man. That unified them against us. Now they're crumbling, man, and the reason for it is so that Jacob could be established after him.
I got it. It's Matthew 12 and 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?
There you go, man. That's plain.
Well, I think it's more than the sixth chapter.
Yeah, I'm just finishing it. It says, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. The hand of a man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question, Esdras asked thou not.
Now, this was during Ezra's time. That time was in between the heel and the hand. So how much more it is now? You know? The end started when Yahweh Shah came on the scene. That was 2,000 years ago. You know?
Well, the scripture says, one day to the Most High is 1,000 years to man. So, technically, it's only been 2 days for him, man.
Yeah.
You know? So, think it's not a long time, man. Because, shit, even all that time that's happened, man, we are here today.
Hey, that's why the Lord said, though it tarry, wait for it. You know? Hey, if a brother holding it, grab it. Habakkuk, the second chapter.
This is Habakkuk, the second chapter, verse 3.
Matter of fact, start at the top.
Alright, this is Habakkuk 2 at the top. It says, I will stand up my watch and set me up upon the tower.
Right, now we're standing on the watch. Now we're blowing the trumpet right now, man. Isaiah 58:1, cry out, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. We're blowing the trumpet. You know? Can somebody give me Ezekiel 33? Start at like the second or third verse.
Alright, it's Ezekiel chapter 33,
Mm-hmm.
third verse.
Mm-hmm.
It says,
What's the second verse say?
it says, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he sees
Exactly, you know. So now the Lord set us up as the watchmen. So the Lord said when he bringeth the sword upon the land, and the watchman is set up. Now we're sitting here telling you that the sword is coming, man. The sword is on its way. You know, we're blowing the trumpet. We're warning the people. Go ahead.
if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword cometh and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning.
See? Go ahead.
His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet,
Right. So if we're set up as watchmen, and we don't warn the people and we don't blow the trumpet. Go ahead.
and the people be not warned, If the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
Exactly, man. You know? So to get the blood off our hands, man, we gotta push this word, man. We gotta warn that the destruction is coming, man. 1/3 of our people is gonna heed the warning. They're gonna hear the trumpet and they're gonna get right. 2/3 of the people is gonna hear the trumpet and not gonna consider it, man. You know, that's it on that. You can jump back to the Habakkuk.
And this Habakkuk 2:1 is, I will stand up my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me. This is what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Yep.
This is verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables. And
Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, you know. Through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we're making the vision plain upon the table, man. Go ahead.
that he may run that readeth it.
That he may run that readeth it, man. You know. The tables is these scriptures, man. Make it plain out of the book. You know, so he may run that readeth it. So when you break it down to a brother and he receives it, he understands it. Hey, now he running to the next brother. You know, now he's warning the people. You know. Go ahead.
The point of verse 3 is that it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. This is, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Thou it tarry, wait for it.
Exactly. At the end it shall speak. It's speaking now, man. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, is what?
Because it will surely come and it will not tarry.
Because it will surely come and it will not tarry. You know? Matter of fact, if you still got that Ezekiel, you can jump back into it.
Starting from my alphabet.
Yeah.
It say, so thou, O son of man, I have set
Where you reading it? Call it out again.
This Ezekiel chapter 33, starting at verse 7. It says, so thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman into the house of Israel.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua has set us up as watchmen over the house of Israel. Go ahead.
Therefore thou shalt hear the word of my therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me.
Exactly. So this warning is coming from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is not coming from us, man. The Lord is using us, man. We're vessels, man. We're tools, man. That Yahweh Shem Yahushua is using. You know? Go ahead.
When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die. If thou doest not speak to warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
Exactly, and that was all of us, man. You know? The apostles were set up as watchmen and the different men that came in before us. And we heard the warning, man. We heard the trumpet. You know? We were wicked once, and then once we came into the truth, you know, our sins was washed by Yahweh Shai. You know? Go ahead.
But his blood will I require at thine hand. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way,
which is 2/3 niggas that hear this word and don't believe and walk off. You know? Go ahead.
he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
Exactly, man. You know? We trying to deliver our soul, man.
It says, therefore, O thou son of man, speak unto the house of Israel, thus ye speak, saying, if our transgressions and our sins be upon us, and we pine away in them, how should we then live?
Read that again.
It say, therefore, O thou son of man, speak unto the house of Israel, thus ye speak, saying, if our transgressions and our sins be upon us, and we pine away in them, how should we then live? You want?
Mm-hmm.
It say unto them, as I live, saith Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord, I have no pleasure. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and live.
Exactly. You know, the Lord have pleasure when the wicked man turns from his way, man. Go ahead.
Turn ye from your evil ways, Or why will ye die, O house of Israel?
Exactly, man. That's it on that. You know, why will you die, man? Hey, but 2/3 of you are already destined. You know. Go ahead, brother. Back in the second address.
Alright, this is
Or was we done with it?
no.
I gotta look at scripture just to talk about how we were breaking down on the Habakkuk, how the word. I mean, these prophecies are for sure gonna come, man. There's no doubt about it that the scriptures have to be fulfilled and the prophecies are gonna come. We've been teaching this starting with the apostles, they've been teaching it for over 30 years, man. They've been pushing this truth, man, and everything they've been saying has been on point, man. And I just wanted to bring out the scripture, because just to prove that, this is Mark chapter 14 and 49. This is I was daily. This is Yahweh Shai. It says I was daily with you in the temple teaching, and you took me not. It says, but the scriptures must be fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? So all those proverbs and shit, all those how you call them, basically riddles or what was it? Parables kind of that Yahweh Shai was saying about the destructions, man. They have to be fulfilled, man. They have to come to this, man. And today, man, we're telling y'all, man. The brothers, especially, pushing this truth, man, to stay, humble and on point, and diligent, because this destruction, this place is really gonna come, man, surely, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got a precept to back you up. This is Romans 3:3. It say, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? God forbid, yea. Let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sins, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Right. All the prophecies that's written in this book, it's gonna come to pass just like the word said it is.
No matter what.
We grab 2 15.
Back at 15 or not?
15 is starting to up.
This is second address 96. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. Yeah, that's it.
God, in the end, have effects and signs, man. So you would know, man.
Shit. Anybody that doesn't know really doesn't want to know, man. You see the signs, but you just brush it off, man. Think like it's never gonna fucking come, man. When you're just so happy living in your fucking house and shit. Nobody telling you nothing.
God, our scripture. This is Luke 12 and start at 54. It says, and he said also to the people, when ye see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway ye say, there cometh a shower. And so it is. And when you see the south wind blow, ye say, there will be heat, and it cometh to pass. Ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it that ye do not discern this time?
They don't want to see it, man. Shit. They know when the rain's coming, it'll be to their benefit. So like, oh yeah, our crops gonna get water, man. Or to look out for themselves. Oh yeah, I gotta, put a tarp up, to get some. Same thing with the heat, man. But shit, the wicked, man, they have nothing to do with Yahweh Shai, man. This is why they ignore it, man. Which we were going into that last night, man. They don't want to know anything about Yahweh Shai, because they don't have a part in Yahweh Shai. And that's what they think,
God. We just read the other account in Matthew 16 and 2. And he answered and said unto them, when in this evening you say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? You know? And that's plain, man. Go ahead, bro.
Second Esdras 15:1. Behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Exactly. Now and then, which the Lord commanded us, this is what we have to do, man. We have to come out and speak prophecy, man. There's going to be race wars, you know. There's going to be martial law, you know. There's going to be famine. You know, it's going to be a day that never before on earth, man. Somebody hold Daniel 12:1. Go ahead.
Which will put in thy mouth, said the Most High.
Which the Lord will put in our mouth, man. So these ain't our words, man. This is the words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
And what are we reading it out of? Go ahead.
Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee.
Which the incredulity means non-belief. You know, so the brother read in Romans 3 is they non-belief make the effect of will make the Most High without effect. God forbid, man. So just because you don't believe, hey, that don't mean that it's not gonna happen, man. This destruction is still gonna come. The salvation is still gonna come. Good.
Okay. It says, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, said the Most High, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
And that's what we seeing now, man. You know, the starting points of all this, man. And it ain't gonna do nothing but get worse and worse and worse, man. Go ahead.
For verse 6, for the wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. It says, therefore said the Most High, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which the profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Verse 9, and therefore said the Most High, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
That's right, you know. Because the Lord said it is a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to those that trouble you, you know.
Right.
Go ahead.
God says, behold, verse 9. It's like verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
And how you know that we're in Egypt? Deuteronomy 28:68. You shall be brought into Egypt again. You know, Revelations 11:8. I believe it's 11:8, or you know where it says they're dead. You got it, brother?
Set their bodies.
Yeah, it's a line of a great city.
Kind of 11:8.
Yeah, 11.
I got it. Revelations, you see that?
No, you got it.
Revelations 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the great city. It's like, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Exactly, man. And why is this place called Egypt, man? Look on the back of your dollar bill. We're in bondage all over again, man. You know? Why they got obelisks and shit over here in America, man? And why is it called Sodom, man? Because you ask yourself that question. We ain't even got to answer that shit.
Shit, the obelisk is actually an erected penis, man.
Yeah. Yep.
You know? And Egypt, man, shit. For y'all scoffers who think that, you know, through the Emancipation Proclamation, we were freed, man. You guys are deceived, man. You guys are wrong.
That's because you don't study words, man. That word emancipate means to transfer, man.
That's right.
So we was transferred from private owners into public owners, man. We became we was taken away from the Edomites of the South, the private owners, and we was given to the bankers, man. That's what that whole world was about, you know.
That's why now every time you get a bill on the mail, they write your full name in capital letters, man, because you're considered a corporation, man. You're considered either a slave, man, somebody that works for them, man. you're part of their assets, man.
Yep.
You know?
And the police is nothing but their security force, man. Why you think they don't give a fuck about you? On the side of the car it says to serve and protect, but hey, who is they serving to protect? The bankers, man. Their interests, man. I don't give a fuck about you regular ass niggas, man.
Right.
Shit, they got you where they want you, man. But smoking weed, drinking beer all day, fucking on niggas, bitches, man, just doing folly all day, not thinking twice about what the fuck is going on around you, man.
And people are so simple, man, that they don't see that. They don't see that they throw all that through media, they brainwash you through media, so Jay could stay in that folly, man. You know what I'm saying? And the bankers could keep making money, you know what I'm saying? Of the prisons, man. And on our fucking, we spend our money on dumb shit, on what they want us to spend, It's all controlled, man. We all have us in this big mental slave, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. They wanted you to wear something, they'll just keep flooding it through the right medium, man. They'll keep putting it on BET. They'll give it to all the music artists, man.
Yep.
And y'all motherfuckers will wear the shit.
Like skinny jeans, man. Them fucking tight ass jeans, man. You see Lil Wayne wearing it, you see Kanye and all these motherfuckers, Jay-Z, and then all of a sudden, guess what? Nah, that's swag.
Right.
Shit.
All the hood niggas are wearing it.
Young Thug, man.
The so-called hood niggas, now they're wearing it, right?
Kind of shit. Like the brother said, Young Thug, man. Now you can be gay and a rapper, a gangster rapper at that.
It's cool to be a gangster, thug, gay faggot. What?
And you know that they were pushing that shit on with that movie too, with what was it, the Craig brothers? This gangster, he was a gangster supposedly, but he was a faggot.
Legend.
Yeah, there you go, Legend, that movie Legend, these motherfuckers have an agenda on us, man. But Jake don't want to open their eyes, man. But it was cool because it's meant for y'all not to get it.
Yeah.
How Shai said it, man. Said to you it's given, to them it's not.
And that's why it's so important to know the law, man. Know what is good for you, know what is bad for you, man. Because if you don't, man, you're just gonna be carried away with every wind of doctrine, man. Every wind that the Lord puts on you. So like not the Lord. Ultimately it's the Lord. But every doctrine that the so-called white man, this Weddle, this Edomite brings out, y'all run with it, man. Shit, as long as it's sweet and it sounds good to you, man, y'all run with it, man. Y'all don't have no backbone that which should be the scriptures, man. The law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, which were written for your benefit, man.
That's why the Lord says that these will make us special people. This is the only thing that makes it differentiates or makes us different from the other nations. His word.
Sure.
Get it. Deuteronomy 4 and 5. I grab it.
Yeah.
You got it?
It's Deuteronomy 4 and 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, my power, commanded you, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
Exactly. This is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, man. It was only given to Israelites, man. Go ahead.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this is a great nation, is a wise and understanding people.
That's what they supposed to say, man. But now these motherfuckers looking down on you niggas, man, because you niggas ain't shit, man. All 12 tribes. When I say niggas, I'm talking about all 12 tribes of you goddamn fuckers, man.
That's right, man. That's right.
You ain't nothing but niggas, man. And you want to follow after heathens, man. You want to follow after their customs, man. So if you ain't trying to come back and join yourself unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, ain't death to you, man.
Right.
Simple as that. Matter of fact, Salak you. Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua chooses you. So even if you wanted to come back, you couldn't. Fuck you niggas, man.
That's right.
It says, for what nation is there so great who had Yahweh so nigh unto them, as Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua our power is in is in all things that we call upon him for. And what nation is there so great that has statutes and judgments?
Salaki, can you read that part again?
Verse 7.
God.
This is, for what nation is there so great who had Yahweh so nigh unto them?
What nation is there so great to have the only true power, man? So nigh unto them, man.
It's only living power at that, man. Because all these other nations, they worship fake ass gods, man. I don't mean to cut you off, you know.
No. That's all good, man.
Yeah, man. Shit, they don't worship no living power, man. All these other nations worship rocks, man, and wood, man.
They have no breath, man. They lame. They can't walk.
Exactly.
You know?
Ain't no other nation as passionate as Jake, man, to the Most High, you know, even if it's not of knowledge, but, you know. But,
Yeah,
man,
sure.
that scripture is cold, man.
Yeah, it's a heavy scripture, man.
Yeah.
And Jake don't consider that, man. You know? Goddamn niggas, man. That's all they think about, man. Hey, you the chosen people. The Lord only came for you. Well, what about the white man? It's the first fucking thing you say, man. This goddamn fucker is beating you across the goddamn head and every chance he get, man.
What about Master? Like,
Right, exactly. We sick, master.
Hey, what's that word called? That sickness?
Yeah, Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah, man. They fell in love with their captain, man.
If y'all don't know what that means, look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brother just broke it down, man. It's when you get your captive. Somebody takes you captive, and it takes for so long that you start growing a love for your captive, man. And that's what you, Uncle Tom, as niggas, Mexicans, man, have been doing, man.
Even that was predestinated in the scripture, man. That y'all weren't gonna, you know, y'all weren't gonna live. You know, y'all were gonna see life without the system, man.
Yeah.
Without the white man.
And that's why this judgment we reading, you know, is gonna fall upon you niggas too. You know, like the scripture says, though hand join in hand, it shall not be unpunished, man. So just, hey, you gonna get the same judgment, man. You wanna be with them, you wanna be like them, you gonna get dealt with them just like them, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Second Esdras 7 and 50. For many great mysteries shall be done in them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Exactly, man.
Dumbass 2/3, man.
Yep. Hey, because ye are of your father the devil, you know, and the lust of your father you will do, man. You niggas is demons just like him, man. So you niggas gonna die with him, man. So this judgment we reading, man, hey, it's to Esau, it's to 2/3, and it's to you fucking nations that want to stay in this goddamn place, man. Go ahead, bro.
It's back in Second Esdras 15, 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. And
It just said as before. So when was Egypt hit with plagues the second time? That's a future prophecy, man. That's letting you know that this place is Egypt, man. This is talking about America. Go ahead.
says, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. You know, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Verse 13, they that till the ground shall mourn, for the sea shall fill to the blasting and hail, and with the fearful constellation. Verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Yep, destruction. You know, go ahead.
Verse 15, for the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand.
Exactly. That's your race war right there, man. You know, one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hand, man. You know, sword, the modern day sword is the gun. But once them bullets run out, guess what Jake gonna use? Actual swords. They gonna have axes. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna have hammers and 2x4s and shit. You know, Jake get creative shit. Jake gonna make him something to go beat somebody ass with. You know?
Yeah, like in those games or movies or zombie movies.
Yeah. You gotta build something.
Yeah.
Yup.
It's, verse 16. For there should be sedition among men, and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right. So it ain't they fuck a politician, fuck a governor, fuck a mayor, hey, fuck the Senate, the president, hey, all that shit, man. All that shit gonna go out the window, man. You know? It's gonna be utter chaos in this place, man. Go ahead.
A man should desire to go into a city and should not be able.
And there go your martial law, man. Go ahead.
Verse 18, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And man should have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
And that's the famine, man. You know? Hey, man, hey, all the movies that you see, man, hey, this is explaining it, man. What the movie The Road, the Book of Eli, you know?
Where you think they got the ideas from?
Exactly.
They got it from the scriptures, man.
It's gonna be a fucking purge out here, man.
That's right.
Hey, men, families, men and husbands are gonna be worrying about their families, man. They're gonna try to do what they can to feed them, man. So it's gonna be chaos out here, man. Verse 20.
Now jump to now we jump over to the next chapter 16.
Verse 16.
No, the chapter 16.
So Second Ezra, chapter 16. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia.
Mm-hmm.
Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
So hey, what the continent of Asia? Ain't Russia on that motherfucker? China? Hey, so it ain't. Hey, Russia ain't the next superpower that's coming. China ain't the next superpower. None of them motherfuckers. You know, the next power is of Yahweh by Yahweh Shah, man, and the elect. You know, that's the rulership that's coming, man. The kingdom of Yasharallah, which is an everlasting kingdom. Go ahead.
Says, verse 2, gird up yourself with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children, be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Yep.
A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Mm-hmm.
A fire is set among you, and who may quench it?
And that's talking about the ICBM missiles, man. You know, that fire, man. Because this is basically what it's going to break down to. Somebody give me Isaiah 9 and 6. Robert Bashar. Yeah, you can keep reading that, brother.
This is Isaiah 9 and 6. It says, for unto us a child is born.
Or 9 and 5. Salakia.
This is Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confident and confused noise.
Exactly, you know. So, hey, every battle, man, is just read that again.
It's for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise.
With confusion and noise, or is just confused noise?
Confused noise.
Confused noise, you know. So that's screaming, motherfuckers get stabbed, get shot and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, battlefield is man. That's a heavy motherfucking place to be. You know, just think back on all the ancient movies you've seen, man. When you see the battlefield, man, you hear swords clinking against each other. You know what I'm saying? People getting stabbed, cut. You know what I'm saying? Screaming. You know, even to today's time when they got the guns and the motherfucking cannons. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit. You know. It's all confused noise. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And then it says, and garments rolled in blood.
And garments rolled in blood. Why? Because you're getting stabbed, you're getting shot. You know what I'm saying? Fucking cannonball taking your head off. You know? Go ahead.
It says, but this shall be with burning and
but
fuel
this
of
war
fire.
that's going to come is going to be with what?
Burning and fuel of fire.
And what's that talking about, man? ICBM nuclear fire, man. It's going to be a nuclear war, man. World War III, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is Malachi 4 and 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Most High. that it should leave them neither root nor branch. Right. Hey, nuclear weapons gonna wipe out the whole country, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Did somebody get Zechariah 14 and 10, I believe? Brother Kashai?
Zechariah 14 and 10.
It might be 12.
Oh yeah, 12.
Yeah, it's 12. Okay.
It says, and this shall be the plague where the Most High will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Exactly. So now we're going to, then after this, we're going to jump back into the second address because it's going to speak about the plagues. This is the plague. Go ahead.
It says, their flesh shall consume them away while they stand upon their feet,
Mm-hmm.
and their eyes shall consume away in their holes.
And what can do this, man? You know? Keep in your mind Terminator 2, man, Judgment Day. Sarah Connor on the fence. Nuclear fire, man. Go ahead.
And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Most High shall be among them, and they shall lay hold every one on the hand of his neighbor, and his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor.
See? This is we're talking about the race, the war, the chaos that's going on, man.
And
Right.
no,
Go ahead, make your point. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's spirit because I was gonna bring up that precept because the precept you brought up before that said that everyone that do wickedly shall be as stubble. You know what I'm saying? You know, the nuclear missile could just say your flesh shall consume while you stand on your feet. It ain't gonna be nothing but dust. And that's what stubble is.
Got a print over here.
Yeah, that's it.
These are Revelations 18 and 8 and 9. It's lucky. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her. Talking about America. When they shall see the smoke of her burning. Well, why is it going to be burning, man? Because the ICBM nuclear missiles are going to hit this place, man. And they know that all their money and in their terms, their assets were all invested. The majority of them were invested here in America, man. You know, and it says, standing afar off from the fear of her torment, saying, "Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come."
Yep.
You know, that's what they're gonna be saying, man. Shit. And that's what people say now, man. When you tell them that America's going to be destroyed, they really think that this is such a great and powerful nation that they couldn't perceive anything outside of that, man. You know, and when fires hits this place, they're going to be in complete awe, man.
Right.
Just like Rome, man. Back in the day, we would tell Roman, "Hey, Rome's gonna fall, it's gonna get destroyed." They'll look at you and start laughing. They'll mock you.
Right. Same thing in America, man. 1950s, everybody feared America, man. You know, especially after the bombing of Nagasaki, Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because all nations feared this country, man. You know, this great hearted, man. But now everything's changing back on them, man. Right? Because the Most High is coming back.
That's how you know it's that, man. You ask any American, and they'll be like, "Man, the 1950s, that was when it was popular."
Yeah, that's the glory of America.
I wish I used to live back in those, in that time, man.
Those are the days.
Those were the days.
Somebody else still read something?
Nah, you got some good.
I got the scripture already. It's 2 Peter 3 and 10. It says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise,
Okay,
and the
great noise, man. Great noise are the missiles, man. Go ahead.
and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burnt up."
Yeah, man, because the elements should be melted away, man. Hey, the Onu could do that, man. Regular fire can't melt elements, man.
Right.
So everything will be destroyed, man. It's gonna be a desert. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Joel 2:1. It says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound the alarm in my holy mountain."
Right. Be a watchman. Be that. Warn the people.
Because the brother said, well, the scripture that the brother just read, it said that it should come as a thief in the night, man. Because the majority of you 2/3 ass niggas and you heathens are out out there today, man. You guys are not watching, man. You guys are doing your day-to-day business, man. So that's why it's gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Right. You guys aren't gonna be watching, preparing, as we do, man. We read the scriptures to read the signs that are coming. And we watch for the signs, man. We know that it's coming, man.
That's why the scripture says, "Woe to them that are at ease in Zion," man. The Lord's gonna come as a thief in the night, man.
And you women too, man. Because y'all are spoiled, man.
Right.
Y'all are pampered in this place, man. All you gotta do is have a good looking body and a good looking face, and you can make it in America, man.
Right.
Shit. But that's all by design, because they're leading our women astray, man.
And those are the main women that are gonna get raped here, in the street, man.
I got
I got one too. That noise.
This
The
is
noise.
okay. Going.
Go ahead, bro.
Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua cometh, where it is nigh at hand.
Right. If the inhabitants of the world tremble, man. A man should become as woman, man. It's gonna be total chaos out here, man.
All you guys that are fronting, like you guys are like strong and shit.
Strong and macho, man.
Yeah, all these macho men, y'all gonna lose y'all shit when shit hits the fan.
all these stuff.
And mainly because you guys don't know wisdom and understanding, you guys won't be stable in that time.
Yeah.
Y'all are just really bitches, man.
Yeah, bitch attitude, man. Because raised by a woman, man.
Right.
This is verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong there had not been ever the like,
Yeah.
neither shall be any more after.
Which is talking about them missiles, man. Go ahead.
Even to the years of many generations.
Right. So it wasn't back then. It wasn't no nuclear missiles, and in the kingdom it ain't gonna be no nuclear missiles, man. Go ahead.
A fire devoureth before them,
Yep.
and behind them a flame burneth.
Mm-hmm.
The land is as the Garden of Eden before them,
The lust, plushes, everything. Go ahead.
and behind them a desolate wilderness.
That's a nuke, man. Everything in front of it stands like how it is, but after that blast pass it, man.
That's why, was it Isaiah that destroying wind, man?
That's right.
It says, yeah, and nothing shall escape.
And nothing shall escape them. That went in on the missiles.
Right. Can I bring this up to back up with this Jeremiah 4:7. The lion has come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way.
No. So the lion coming from his thicket, that shit I was shot.
Right.
And it's just called him the destroyer of the Gentiles. So how is he coming to save the Gentiles if he's going to destroy it?
Right.
I was back there.
Y'all don't read the scripture. It says, He is gone forth from his place to make thy land desolate, and thy cities shall be laid waste without an inhabitant. So that alludes to the ICBM missile fire, man. Because what a weapon have you seen that after it hits the place, you can no longer live there no more, man. Let's talk about that nuclear fallout, man. After the bomb hits, man. Shit, nobody's gonna be able to live right here, man. I think there's a town in Russia, right? That's completely quarantined. Man.
It's much Chernobyl.
Yeah, Chernobyl, man. It's quarantine, man. People like there's still buildings there and like fucking a Ferris wheel and shit, but you don't see people in there, man. Neither do you go into it, man. Because it's without an inhabitant, man.
Yeah, precept off.
Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. It says, "For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. And so the Lord gonna come back in the chariots, and he gonna be partaking in America's destruction with them beams coming out them chariots, you know. And he coming to render his anger. And so against you 2/3 and all you heathens, man.
You jump back to the second Ezra.
Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 4. A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
Exactly, man. And we just read what those plagues are. Go ahead.
Verse 6. May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may one quench the fire in stubble when it had begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer?
See, and that was a key note right there, man. Arrow. You know, can you turn back the arrows? Go ahead.
The mighty Yahweh Hashem Yahushai sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
Exactly. You get this precept?
This is Jeremiah 50:9. For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country.
We're talking about Russia and all the allies. Go ahead.
And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken.
Yep.
Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain.
Right. We're just talking about the missiles, man. You know. Go ahead.
Because shit, this is a prophecy, man. And nowadays you hardly catch anybody fighting with arrows, man. You know. And if that. Verse 10. And Chaldea shall be a spoil, all the spoils shall be satisfied, saith Yahweh. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of my heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer as grass, and below as bulls. Your mother shall be sore confounded, she that bears.
Can you read 11 again?
Because ye were glad, because ye rejoice, O ye destroyers of my heritage.
Exactly, destroyers of my heritage. Who's the Lord's heritage, man? Some of Israelites, man. Go ahead.
Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and below as bulls.
Exactly, man. Just because your pride have deceived thee. Just because you heaped unto yourself all these riches, man, that's not going to save you, son. Go ahead.
Verse 12. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed.
You were just talking about England. You know, something about your mother, man. You know, because America spawned out of England. Go ahead.
And so like her mother should be ashamed, man. Over there, man, they're embarrassed of America now, man. You know?
Shit, they're gonna be the ones looking and seeing that smoke come up, man. You know. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost part of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert.
You won't.
Because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Every one that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues.
Keep going, bro.
Says, verse 14. Put yourself in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh.
No, talking about the missiles, man. You know, go ahead.
Hey man, you better believe all these other nations have a missile with America's name written on it.
God. That's why in Joel, I believe it's the 3rd chapter, it says, "Let them that's the weak say, I am strong."
Right.
That's those so-called weak nations. You know, like like Iran and Iraq and shit. That's them getting nuclear power, man. Because America was the big bad wolf, man. Did nobody else have nuclear weapons besides America?
That's right.
When America dropped that atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, that's what put the whole world in. That's what put the whole world in fear.
You don't hear nothing from them now.
Isaiah 14 says, "Is this the man that basically that made the world to tremble?" Exactly, man. You know. Go ahead.
This is verse 15.
No, 14 was the point. That's cool.
Alright.
Or you can read 15. You can read 15. Go ahead.
15. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is in the vengeance of Yahweh. For it is the vengeance of Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her, as she has done, do unto her.
Exactly, man. Which is talking about Babylon. You know? And Babylon is talking about this goddamn place, America. You know? And can you jump to 49, Jeremiah 49 and 17?
Jeremiah 49 and 17 says, also Edom shall be a desolation.
Didn't it just say Babylon shall be a desolation? Go ahead.
Shit, to prove that Edom
It
is
is
in the last days.
Exactly. Who owns America, man? Esau. Who runs this shit? Esau.
Drove land to the crowd.
Go ahead.
17. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Every one that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof.
Did it just say the same thing about Babylon in the 50th chapter? That lets you know that Edom and Babylon is synonymous with each other. When the scriptures talk about the destruction of Babylon, it's talking about the destruction of Esau, man. Go ahead.
Shit, for a second there, I thought I was reading the exact same scripture.
Because it is. It is pretty much.
Yeah.
It is. Go ahead.
Yeah. Verse 18. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities.
And what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? It rained fire and brimstone. Same thing that's going to happen to America. It's going to rain fire and brimstone. ICBM nuclear fire, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Says, I'm going to read it. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith Yahweh, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Says, behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me? And who will appoint me that time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me?
Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 13 and 19. In Babylon, the glory kingdom, the beauty of the Chaldeans' excellency shall be as when the Most High Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yep.
So same way, as Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, as same way America, man. You know, except America's get 10 times worse, man. Because a nuclear weapon, man. As scripture saying, man, that shit melts away elements, man.
Yep.
And you just read the verse after that. It say, verse 20. It say, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation.
It should never be inhabited, man. Why? Because it's gonna be a desert, you know.
Yep.
It say, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, which is no talking about
The Ishmaelites.
gas stations and shit.
Yep.
And it says, neither shall the sheepherds make their folds there.
Yep. This is 2 Peter 2 and 6. It says, in turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overflow, making them an example unto those that after shall live ungodly. You know? So, hey, America's stupid, man. And whoever follow after it, you know? I think we can jump back into 2nd Esdras.
This is real quick scripture to talk about the Akhel. What was saying earlier that even the mighty men of the so-called mighty men in this era are going to weep and cry of the destruction and the atrocities that are going to happen in America, man. You know? So this is back in Zephaniah 1 and 14. This is the great day of the Lord is near. It says, it is near. It says, and hasteth greatly. It is even the voice of the day of the Lord. It says, the mighty man shall cry there brutally.
Bitterly.
Bitterly. saying? Like, even these so-called macho men, like Doc was saying earlier, man. These guys are gonna brutally cry, man. Cry out for their lives, man.
And that shows that these so-called, you know what I'm saying, people that go to church don't read the Bible because they think he comes back with cotton candy and a ring pop fair about it, man. You know what I'm saying? Why would somebody have the reason to cry? And you know,
Right. Judgment is set in place, man. You know?
why would the Lord have to come back with a sword? You know?
I mean, he made it plain. He made it plain in the beginning, man. He was a man of war, man. You know, so he didn't say he was. I mean, he is a man of love. You know what I'm saying? But he only got power of love. You know, but he made it plain. He made it. You know.
And only to Israel, man.
Huh?
Only to Israel. Shit. Because he uses us to fight against the heathens, man. And he's gonna use it again when he returns, man.
Get Jeremiah 51 and 20.
I gotta prove that real quick.
Okay. Somebody get Daniel, I think it's 7. The saints shall take the kingdom.
Kinda.
I'll grab it. Go ahead, brother.
This is Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, and with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
Yeah.
You know? Oh shit! If I could read 19 to prove this talking about Israel. Jeremiah 51 and 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he's the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahweh of hosts is his name.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes on to explain where his battle is.
Right.
Yeah.
It's probably, for the Luke said, man, you know, the elect, the 144,000 is gonna, you know.
Yeah, the ones that's ordained to receive that power. You know.
Right.
This is Daniel 7 and 18. It says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever." You know. So that's a wrap on you, Esau. We could jump back to 2nd Ezra 16, and it's a wrap for you niggas that want to follow, because hey, this is the judgment of America, and for you niggas, you know, which is all 12 tribes, if you happy in America, you gonna receive this judgment, man. This is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 13 and 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So back to what that brother was saying, man. You want to be buddy with these fucking Edomites, you're gonna get the same destruction they're gonna get.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
This verse back at 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and
Oh yeah, 10.
10. He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Most High Yahweh shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly being to powder at his presence?
Mm-hmm.
The earth quaketh, the foundations thereof. The sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Most High, and before the glory of his power.
Right. And why is the earth quaking? You know, because of those missiles that's going off, man. This is Isaiah 24. I'm gonna start at verse 19. It says, "The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage. And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again." You know? So this destruction that's coming, man, hey man, this is gonna be a heavy destruction. Verse 21. "And it shall come to pass in that day that Yahweh shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high," which is talking about you goddamn Edomites, "and the kings of the earth upon the earth," which is you other fucking nations, man. All these people that's in rulerships right now. It says, "And they shall be gathered together as prisoners," which is talking about you goddamn Edomites, "are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited." You know? So, hey, so you motherfuckers is going into that pit, man. You know?
Gotta preserve it. This is Isaiah 13 and 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and the wrath of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai of hosts, and the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone to his own land.
Yeah, you know, and that's you other nations, man, leaving. You gonna pack up and go right back to fucking Arabia or wherever the fuck you're from, you know? Motherfucking India, you got them Elamites, you got them gooks, you gonna go take your ass back to China, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, verse 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that shoot it are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Now, what arrow can be shot from one end of the world to the other? Right.
We gotta be a strong ass bow, huh?
Yeah.
Like, they come from, is that scripture? It says
They come from a far country.
Right.
I'll grab it really fast.
No.
Go ahead, keep reading though.
Kind of says, verse 14, behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled, and shall not be put out till they consume the foundations of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer return not backward, even so the plague that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
I got the scripture. This is Isaiah 13, I'm gonna start at 4. It says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together, the Lord of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. The day of the Lord is destruction. So how the fuck? Anyway, go ahead, brother.
I got a creepy. This is Isaiah 54 and 16. It says, behold, I have created the smith that ployeth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth the instrument for his work. And I have created the water to destroy it. You know, and that's basically those, you know, nowadays modern day smiths is a scientist, man. You know, create the labs. You know when with the Germans, and Germans, you know that they created when they first split the atom, and they were to create that nuclear weapon, man. So that's the Lord, you know, created the smith, you know, for those weapons, man. Of indignation,
Yeah, back in the
says verse 17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days?
Exactly. You know, Ezra's seeing this and he like, man, you know, this is that man, you know. Somebody give me Daniel 12:1.
And that right there proves reincarnation, man. Because Ezra's seeing it himself, man.
Yeah.
So how is it Ezra's gonna be living right there, man?
Ezra knew he would be there in the end of days, man. And we at the end of days now. Go ahead.
This is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people.
Mm-hmm.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as was such as never was since there was a nation.
Exactly. So it's gonna be a time of trouble since like never has been since there been a nation, man.
Even to that same time.
Man, so this time, this time that's coming, man. Hey, man, we gotta be covered with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. To be able just to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? To be able to just to suffer these things that's coming, man. Can somebody give me Isaiah 33:6 real fast, Bible for sure?
Isaiah 33 and 6. Lo, thou trust in the staff of the broken.
Verse 34.
Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times.
Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. What times is talking about? Somebody give me what's that? Jeremiah 37.
It's Jeremiah 30, chapter 30, verse 7. It says, Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
So that day is great, so that none is like it. No other day is like this day that's coming, man. Go ahead.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
It is the time of Jacob's trouble, man. You Israelites, man. Go ahead.
But he shall be saved out of it.
Then 1/3 is going to be saved out of that. Like, can you jump back to that? Because that's the times that it's talking about in this Isaiah. Go ahead.
And wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times.
Yep. That times is talking about in Jacob's trouble. So you need this wisdom and knowledge within you in order to be stable, in order to understand what's going on. Because if you don't, you're going to be out here bugged out, man. You know? You're going to be wondering why this little baby got his head cut off in the middle of the street. You know? You're going to be wondering why 6 people was eating this bitch after they just ran a train on them, man. It's going to be, man. Go ahead, bro.
They're gonna be like, why would God let
Exactly.
that happen?
You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers, man, shit gonna be so crazy. You know, I can just picture it now, man. You know, Lord forbid, Lord willing, I'm covered in that day. Lord forbid that we gonna be out there, you know, in the midst of this shit. But I can see it now, just like the movies you watch when the shit be in chaos like that. Motherfuckers be having little signs on the written on the walls and shit, and everywhere painted, talking about where is God left us and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You already know that's what's gonna happen. You gonna see that, you know, when the shit happen now, man.
Motherfuckers is getting ideas right now, man. Shit, unconsciously, because they're not conscious of the fact that it's gonna happen, but they have it in their head, and when that shit hits the fan, a lot of shit is gonna they're gonna manifest it.
Because it's in the movies. That's why Esau put the shit in the movies, because it's all the brother Jeremiah, what he call talismanic sorcery, man.
Mm-hmm.
The shit is witchcraft. That's why they push everything on the movies and in the music videos and in the songs and on the commercials. That's why they push that shit, man. In the cartoons, you know. So it's in your brain. So your brain picks it up without you even realizing it picked it up, man. That's witchcraft, man. So next thing you know, this song that you didn't like, all of a sudden, fucking 2 months down the road, you like the shit. You know? You didn't like a pair of shoes, but you see them motherfucker on the commercial 9 times a day. Shit, I'm being nice. Fucking 80 times a goddamn day, different channels. You see the same shoes constantly being, hey, man, now all of a sudden, man, I'm gonna get me a pair of them. When you didn't even like the shit, you know? That's Esau's sorcery, man. That's his witchcraft, man. But
It says, in strength of salvation, the fear of the Most High is his treasure.
exactly, man. So this wisdom and knowledge is the strength of our salvation, man. And the fear of the Lord is our treasure, man. What's the beginning? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. It all ties in, man. You know? Maybe you want to go to an hour and a half, and we don't, wrap it up. You can jump back to the address.
I got a quick
scripture here, bro.
This is Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be spoiled, and all that prey upon thee will I pray, will I give for a prey.
Yep.
You know? So, man, shit, with all the scriptures that are coming out, man, and seeing the destruction that's coming about, man, it should be for a wake-up call to you, Jace, man, who can hear, man. You know, because this is what awaits us, man. We're going to put these people in captivity, man.
That's right.
All the people that fucked us up, man. And you're going to remember it too, man. The Lord's going to put the spirit on you to remember when that particular guy fucked you over, man.
Yep. Hey, because every kingdom needs its servants, man. You goddamn mother. Hey, Esau is not gonna be my equal in the kingdom, man. Ain't no way in hell I'm sitting. Hey, this man done did all this. He done did all this to us, man. But it's okay for this man to sit side by side with me in the kingdom. Fuck out of here, man.
Damn sure he's not gonna be in no office, man, with AC on, fucking punching clock.
Right, man. Hey, because that's what Jesus teaches, man. Jesus teaches that bullshit, man. The Bible don't teach that, man. This nigga ain't gonna. Hey, every kingdom has a servants, man. Let me just leave it at that, man. Go ahead, brother.
Says verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mourning.
The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, man. You know, the brother just read the scripture, man. Woe to them that desire the day of the Lord. So, because what is it to you, man? That day is a day of evil, man. A day of great destruction, man. You know, if the Lord opened your eyes, man, and you knew what we knew, man, you wouldn't. Hey, we hoping for it, because that's the sign that this goddamn devil is going down, and Lord willing our salvation. You know. But you a 2/3, you still smoking, you eating swine, you doing this, you know what I'm saying? But you know what's gonna happen. You ain't gonna look forward to the day of the Lord, man. Because your ass gonna get destroyed in that day. You know? If the motherfucking church motherfuckers actually knew, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't desire the day, man. Like Nate. Nate don't desire the day, man. He happy in America, man. The more the Lord tarry, man, you know, which in Habakkuk it says, though it tarry, wait for it, it will not tarry. Hastening the day. We're supposed to be hastening the day, man. We're supposed to pray and beg the Father, man, to get us out of that shit, man. But niggas like Nate and his fucking flunkies, man, them niggas happy in America, man. They want to get married. They want to remix Chief Keef songs and shit. Them niggas happy, man. It's an Israelite party, man, on a Passover, man. Hey, them niggas wicked as fuck, man. That's let you know that's them niggas around the golden calf, man. That's them niggas, man.
Shit. On the day that they were, on the 40 days that Moses was getting the laws, man, y'all turning up down there, man. It was down, man.
Says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and of powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
You know, and it's just asking the question, like, damn, all this shit finna go down, man. What the fuck I'ma do, man? You know? Because Esdras wasn't given the understanding of it then, man. We received the understanding now, man. You know, that latter wine, you know. In the parable when Yahweh Shah turned the water to wine, you know. Which wasn't a parable, he actually did it, but it's a parable within that, you know. Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, behold, famine and plague, tribulations and anguish are set as scourges for a
minute, you know. Go ahead.
Verse 20, but for all these things they should not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Exactly. So even though in the midst of all this bullshit, man, these niggas ain't gonna still repent, man. They continue to do their wickedness, man.
It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth, that they should think themselves to be in good case.
Yep, and just like gas, man. That's why gas is fucking $1 now, $1.30. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like, yeah, shit, hey, that's it, shit. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all are happy because you think you're in a good ass spot, but we're happy because we see that as a sign.
Exactly. Yep.
That we're almost out of this bitch, man.
You know, motherfuckers could probably get their little pack of cigarettes for fucking $4, $5 or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, hey, cigarettes go back to that price. Motherfuckers gonna be happy than a motherfucker.
Shit, they're comfortable now. So imagine now with a little extra more money.
Exactly. You know, because cigarettes out here in Chicago, to Wadi Al Bashimi Rashai took that spirit off me. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that shit $12, man. That's it, man. And it should be like that, 'cause you motherfuckers shouldn't be smoking, man. Them motherfuckers should be $50, man, so you niggas couldn't afford it. But nah, that's Esau's plan, though. Cigarettes is meant for you niggas anyway, man.
Motherfuckers probably still buy them, man.
They would. They would. Go ahead, bro.
Says, and even then should evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Exactly, man. And that's what's going to be happening these days, man. These days is coming, you know. And I pray Yahweh Shemir and Sharatazah, man, it's this year. Go ahead, brother.
I got a quick precept. It's Romans 13:11. You know, with knowing this destruction once again, and that knowing the time that now is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. You know, going into what the brother has said, man, shit. You know, it's coming, man, and he hopes that it's this year, man, and it is closer. You know, lower than it is this year, man. You know what I'm saying? But now's the high time to wake up. Wake up out of sleep, man. All that comfort that we've been talking about, that's the sleep, man. Because you're wooed, you're drawn to the folly that America pushes, man. You know, and it should not be so, man. Knowing, us knowing the greatness of our nation, man. You know what I'm saying? Which is something that y'all Jake should know too, man. Time to wake up out of sleep, man.
It says, and the dead should be cast out as dung, and there should be no man to comfort them. You know, so many dead bodies, man. You don't really have time to bury them. You know, you be cast out as shit. You know, it says, for the
I got a scripture to back you up on that. This is Jeremiah 25:32. It says, I'm going to start at 31. Damn, I'm sorry, 30. Right, I'm going to start at 31. It says, and no way shall come even to the ends of the earth, for the Lord hath a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh. He will give them that are wicked to the sword, saith Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh, power of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth. And the slain of Yahweh shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered, nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shitload of people, man.
Yep. And it's all judgment, man. You niggas deserve it.
Well deserved.
All right, go ahead, bro.
It says in verse 24, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men.
Why? Because, hey, man, there's going to be a whole lot of death out here, man. You know? There's going to be these wars, you know? And Esau going to institute that motherfucking draft back, man. A lot of you men going to go to war, man. Against your will, man. Go ahead.
So that one man should desire to see another and to hear his voice. 28. For all of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and the clefts of the rocks, as in an orchard of olives. Upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them, that searched their house with the sword.
Exactly. So there's gonna be motherfuckers coming through these desolate houses and shit, you know. And if they find somebody, if they find a woman, they might fuck them and eat them. If it's Esau, they gonna find a man, they gonna fuck him and eat him. He's a goddamn faggot, you know.
He gonna catch a boy, man.
Oh, that's his delight. He can't shit. Go ahead.
It says, the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through.
Right. So all these streets and everything, man, it's gonna be grass growing and shit, and grass growing on houses and shit, man. It's gonna look just like the road. It's gonna look like the Book of Eli. You know what I'm saying?
I am legend.
I Am Legend. Yup. I Am Legend, a perfect example. You know, he was by himself, man. He was so bugged out. He was talking to goddamn mannequins, man. Go ahead.
The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The woman shall mourn, having no husbands. The daughter shall mourn, having no helpers.
Exactly, man. So these bitches gonna be out here on their own, man. Go ahead.
It says, in the war shall their bridegroom be destroyed, and their husband shall perish of famine.
Exactly. So these niggas gonna die because while they was in the wars, the race wars, the martial law, the actual World War III, and the rest of the niggas is gonna die from the famine. You know? Go ahead.
Hear now these things, and understand them, ye servants of the Most High.
See, and he's talking to who? The servants of Yahweh, man. Who can only serve Yahweh? Somebody give me Romans 9 and 4 real fast. I think I grab it.
It's Romans 9 and 4. Just 4.
Yeah, just 4.
Who are Israelites,
Yep.
to whom pertain the adoption
Mhm.
and the glory
Mhm.
and the covenants
Mhm.
and the giving of the law
Mhm.
and the service of God.
And the what?
The service.
And the service. So in order to be a servant of the Most High, you have to be an Israelite. So in order to do the service, service, same thing, you have to be an Israelite. So go ahead.
And the service of God and the promises.
Yep. So back over here, brother.
Behold the word of the Most High, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Most High spake.
Exactly. So all these goddamn idols out here, man. Following after these damn heathens, man. Believe the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, which he put in us, man, which we're speaking. Go ahead.
Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack.
And we ended at that. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and they are not slack, man. So this destruction is coming, man. To 2/3 of our people, to you goddamn heathens, and most importantly, to you, Esau.
That's right.
And the salvation, Lord willing, I hope and pray that we are a part of, man. So, hey, through the Spirit, we hope you brothers was edified. You know, first and foremost, like to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all y'all who came around the world preaching the gospel and truth and in sincerity, and with charity. Shalom.
Shalom.